Welcome back to the Creative Boom podcast. I'm Katie Cowan, the founder and editor of Creative Boom, a magazine that I started in 2009 to support and celebrate the creative community. Up next, we have Jaheed Hussain and Yasmin Banks. Both are Salford University graduates in graphic design and have recently entered the working world, already making a name for themselves in Manchester. There's a little bit of a rumour on the grapevine that they might be starting a podcast in 2020 as well, so watch this space for further announcements. Jay is an intern at Yoke, and on the side he runs the Fuse Directory, a non-profit platform celebrating ethnic minority creatives in the city. And Yaz has taken the leap straight into freelancing. I was curious to find out more, so met them both for a chat. I'm here at Cultureplex in Manchester with my next lovely guests who are smiling their heads off at me right now. It's Jaheed Hussain, who we can call Jay, and Yasmin Banks, who is affectionately known locally as Yaz.
Yes, hello.
The only way is up.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Hi. Yes.
So I've invited you here because you two are just absolutely smashing it in the creative community at the moment. Do you want to start off, Yaz, by telling us a bit more about who you are and what you're doing?
So I have just graduated from the University of Salford doing graphic design and decided to take the leap into full-time freelance graphic designer straight from university, which is scary, but it's going really well and really good, and hopefully carry on this way.
Well, you're doing really well because I see you at every single event in Manchester, and I think you've just learned very quickly the trick that took me probably 20 years more to learn, which is to get yourself out there and go meet people.
Yeah. We got encouraged at university anyway to go to events, speak to as many people. And just carried on doing that. It's just in my nature. I see an event, I'm like, I want to go to that, I want to see who's there and speak and catch up with people, because it's essentially, I recognise loads of people there now, so it's a catch-up.
It absolutely is. There's an amazing community here in Manchester.
Definitely.
And Jay, you're absolutely, I mean, you're interning somewhere, aren't you? Can you tell us a bit more about what you're doing?
So I'm currently interning for Yoke, and I also run Fuse, which is a non-profit directory, just trying to find the best creatives in Manchester who are also of colour.
But that's amazing. And you started that because you saw that there was probably a lack of support in that area?
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
So during uni, so I graduated as well from Salford, but during uni...
You both know each other?
Yeah. Yeah, we've been mates for quite a while now. Yeah. But
that's great.
I realised that there was a lack of diversity, and I thought there has to be a change, especially for someone like myself who sort of felt like they didn't belong in the creative industry.
Right.
And I just wanted a platform which was open and inclusive for everyone to join in.
Do you feel like a lot's changed in the last couple of years?
More so in the last couple of months than in the last couple of years. I think as soon as I graduated, a lot of attention was focused on Views, and that's helped the creative community, especially in terms of getting support as well. I think it's just grown so well.
So that's excellent. So you've both found ways to build a network and become known, and you're sort of meeting all these really interesting people that you're learning from as well, and they're learning from you. Are you both originally from Manchester? You're from Wigan, aren't you?
I'm from Wigan, so I've been around Manchester quite often, when I was younger, with my family and stuff like that. So I love the city anyway. So when I had the opportunity to come and study so close to the city, I was like, perfect. I could stay at home and then do something I love, and being around a city I love as well.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the big city, because I grew up locally. I was down in Stoke-on-Trent way.
Yeah.
So Manchester was the big place that you went shopping with your mum whilst your dad went and watched the football.
Yeah. Exactly that.
And Manchester's changed a lot, hasn't it, over the last 10 years? I mean,
definitely.
Maybe you won't remember because you're both in your early 20s, but I'm in my early 40s. I can say that. That makes me sound like I'm still young. And I can see how it's changed since I was, 16 years old. It's just transformed beyond belief. You wouldn't have, back in the mid-90s, have wanted to live in town, and all the derelict buildings and all the empty shops, It was always great. Manchester always had this kind of spirit. And it's nice to see that it's becoming more so, it's definitely got a brilliant creative community.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the northern quarter has just grown. When obviously coming in as a child, so when I was 11, 12 or whatever, like the main priority was to go shopping or so around the Arndale, and so didn't really know the Northern Quarter, but even passing through it was like it's not really built up as much, but compared to now, like it's amazing. Like there's so many different places you can go see live gigs and coffee shops and studios and stuff like that.
I suppose our parents wouldn't have thought twice about living in the city. It was more kind of like commuting.
Yeah,
definitely.
Whereas our generation, I think I'm just about in your generation. I mean, because I'm just about I think I'm a zennial. Does that make you a millennial, or are you kind of? Have you even gone into this kind of absurd?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Because there's a Generation Z.
You might be in that, yeah.
I think we're Gen Z.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Gen Z. I haven't even read up about Gen Z. I don't know if they have a bad rep or,
Hope not. No, I have not really looked up. Yeah. Really, yeah, probably Gen Z.
Yeah.
So I'll just take what anyone says, really.
So when did you realise, Yaz, that you wanted to become a graphic designer? Was it something that you knew from a young...
So when I was younger, through school I was always creative. The art subjects were like my main priority. Like I kind of like ignored everything else. I wanted to like not concentrate in like history and maths. Like, so I wanted to be a fashion designer when I was younger. That was the original like aim. But then found photography, and I found like media studies, and then I found like something called graphic products, which is slightly different graphic design, but it's now shifted to graphic design. I was just like, oh my God, I can do absolutely anything. I can do fashion design, I can do like image making, and like that's just where I want to go. So that was probably, I was around 15 when I first discovered, and I was like,
That's great.
That's where I'm heading. Yeah.
So you were quite determined, and was it a similar path for you,
Definitely
Jay?
similar. During secondary school, I think one of my first visits as an art student was at Fred Alder's when it first started. Which
I
think
love Fred Alder's.
That definitely changed my perception on art and what I could do. And then during secondary, we like Yaz, we just discovered product design and design and tech in general. And then that kind of springboarded me to becoming a graphic designer as well.
Fantastic. So where are you working now? Where are you part of the team?
Currently at York Studios, but
Fantastic.
I also do freelance stuff on the side as well.
You're a busy man.
Yeah, definitely. But I enjoy it so much. It's just, I love being around everywhere, even here at Cultureplex.
Yeah.
It's
an
just
amazing
really fun.
space,
Yeah.
isn't it?
You
Yeah.
get to meet so many new faces as well.
And you start recognising people, don't you, when you're
Definitely.
out and about?
Like my main ground, if I'm not at home working, is Foundation Coffee House as well in the Northern Quarter. And like you just recognise people, and like you get chatting to people, and like it's just even if they don't know anything about design, or you just get chatting to like, oh, what are you doing, blah blah blah. Like I've been chatting to a couple of people last week. They were like, what are you actually, because I see you quite often, what actually is it that you do? So like I get to show them my work and like maybe get work out of there, and you never know what the connections are.
I love it.
Going
Entrepreneurial spirit. And it's so scathing and sort of
Absolutely.
under the radar, because she's got this such friendly face, but actually secretly she's thinking about how she can win work from you.
Very smart. I mean, I think that's what university really taught us, just to be involved and
Definitely.
be into it.
That's really encouraging. That was Salford University.
Yes, definitely.
It looks like a good university.
Definitely. Like the network, like opportunities that we have people coming in like through the 3 years we were there, like speaking and like setting projects, or just even guest lecturers. So like you get to know people through that way, and then connect through social media, and then keep in contact post graduation and further.
Because you guys grew up with social media.
Yeah.
I didn't.
That's crazy, because like now just don't rely on social media, but it's a heavy part of my job and what I do and how I get myself out there and connect with people.
It's just a way of expressing yourself, really.
Definitely.
I think it can help your confidence as well, definitely, if you get good feedback, which is always the best way going forward.
Yeah, absolutely, because it is about building confidence and experience. And I always to sort of like to ask the question about social media. Do you sort of find it overall a very positive thing in that case, or do you have moments where you're like, oh my God, I'm never going to be as good as all these other people, and oh my God, everybody's out and having such a better time than me? I mean, I'm 41 and I get that. Yeah.
I think that's natural, just to compare yourself, especially as a creative.
Yeah.
But it's sort of been a learning curve as well. It's sort of taught me not to compare myself to others.
Oh my God, you two are just...
I think Yaz has also learned that quite
definitely.
recently, definitely.
You just see other people, what they're doing, and it's just like, yeah, it's cool, really well done, like, congrats, blah, blah, blah. Like, I support you totally, but it's like, why am I not doing that? But then it's like, you shouldn't really think why you're not doing something. It should be a motivation for you to keep going and keep pushing yourself and not get bogged down in social media too much.
Could we do this on a weekly basis where you just reassure me and make me feel better about life? Because, social media has been really good for me, because I wouldn't have been able to do Creative Boom without having, Instagram and Twitter and building that network. It's changed a lot in the last 10 years. And it feels like people are moving away from Facebook. I mean, is Facebook something you're still on? Or
I'm very, very
rarely.
Occasionally. It's more for like friends from high school I connect with.
Yeah,
but I don't use it professionally at all.
I think it depends on if organisations use it to post about what they're doing. I think that's the best way of using Facebook for me personally.
Yeah.
But then also joining groups of like-minded creatives who are also doing similar stuff.
Yeah, because I saw that other box on Facebook.
I've joined them. Yeah.
Is it a?
They're also similar to Fuse. They're their own network of ethnic
great.
minority creatives, but also they're quite global. Like they've got a ton of followers, and in the group there's about 5,000 people.
That's amazing.
And there's always opportunities coming up every day, and just you get to meet these brilliant people.
I love that you've done this Fuse directory as well, because it not only supports other people in the same sort of spirit as Creative Boom, which I'm quite proud about.
It's quite inspirational actually to me, Creative Boom.
Oh, that's nice to know.
Various other people as well.
That's great, because it's 10 years old, and I always worry about it being, irrelevant, and young people who are graduating now, do they still find it helpful? Should I keep the tips articles on there? We all go through these things. It's all completely human, but it opens so many doors. And that was what I was going to ask, with the Fuse directory. Have you found that having this side project where you're supporting others has sort of, brought up all these opportunities? It
has, not just for me, for other people as well.
That's excellent.
So recently I did so basically on Fuse there's a feature and we do a conversation with a creative on the directory.
Excellent.
And this creative is called Jessica, and she's part of MIF, so she works there full time, but because of this article...
Is that Manchester International Festival?
Yeah. She received 2 different offers from places in Media Keys, and then she messaged me over Christmas. She was like, I hope you had a great break, but I just want you to know that this is working and this is amazing.
How did you feel?
It was amazing. I did not expect that at all. It was out of the blue. And she's been a very busy person, but it was because of Fuse.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I do get emails from people all the time, and there was one recently that said, you featured my work in 2009. I'm like, oh my God, did I? And, you really helped me get my first client. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, mega.
I'm just doing something I'm really passionate about, and you don't really sort of think too much about how that might be, affecting other people in a good way, hopefully a good way.
Yeah.
So that must be a real boost to your confidence.
Oh, definitely. I want to push forward though with Fuse, because I feel like there's so much potential. It's just about getting that motivation and that support.
And finding the time, because you don't want to burn yourself out.
True. I've found the time recently though. I think I've pretty well on my time management.
So I've got competition.
Competition coming for you.
I better watch out. So moving on, what are you doing at the moment then? You're freelancing, Yaz?
Yes. So I've got a couple of projects in the works with a couple of wellness companies, so branding for that. I am on the Petra Kucha team in Manchester, so I'm working
with Carl.
Yes. So I'm working towards doing programmes for that and helping out how I can with that, with the events and workshops and stuff like that. And then I have actually just secured a job for 3 months over in America over the summer, which I've not told anyone about until right now.
That's amazing.
You heard it here first.
Well done.
So it's basically a graphic designer for a summer camp over in America.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Whereabouts is it?
In Philadelphia.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be really fun. It's something that I've never done before. I've never travelled that far before, but always something I wanted to do. And mixing it with work, it's just a perfect opportunity. And yeah.
What do your parents think about that?
They're just so excited. Like I told them the other day and they were just like, wow. I want to come with you. I was like, no, I'm going to. But yeah, they're just amazed. They're just like, how can one job like go so far? And like it literally came through a message over in Instagram, which is crazy.
Because of everything that you're sharing on there, and they're impressed with your work.
Yeah,
and
comes back to our conversation on social media.
Absolutely.
You
should start your own podcast, Jen. He's just taking over. He's got plans, hasn't he? He's going to take over Creative Boom, and
Oh no.
I'm just going to be left behind in the ashes, waving and saying, "What did I ever do wrong?
remember me."
Take me back."
So yeah, that's really exciting.
Great. That's great. And what about yourself? Are you got any plans to travel this year and go and see the world? And
I've got a speaking gig coming up at Glasgow Zine Festival.
Wow.
Which I've told you about, but no one else. So they want me to speak about Fuse, which is great.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. And I've never been to Scotland as much as I want to go. I've never been, so this is my chance.
Glasgow's an amazing city.
Yeah, I love Scotland.
Recently, I've secured a working space with Colony. So I get to work with them, create a few social media assets.
Amazing.
And I'm also on the Pechakucha team with Yaz. But
You two are unstoppable.
I run the workshop stuff, so I make sure everything goes smoothly, which is just brilliant. I just love it.
Yeah, that's great to hear. So, is there anything that's currently bugging you that you wish you'd see change, aside from everything we discussed with Fuse? I mean, is there anything that you have come across in the creative community that you think, actually, that needs to be kind of changed?
Maybe through education and university and stuff like that, students tend to compare themselves, not only to each other, but to people in the industry. So then that has a detrimental effect on their work and what they do, and think, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. Mm-hmm. But I just want to say, if the students listening, probably is students listening, that...
Of course, everyone's listening.
Everyone.
The whole world.
I just want to say that don't compare yourself. Do your work for you and your practice and where you want to push your practice, and people will be there to support your work. Because when I went through university, we had an amazing support team with our lecturers, and they supported us in our creative freedom and stuff like that. But I know that people tend to think well, I have to do this to fit into this studio or to this agency. But it's more of your transferable skills, what you've learned doing tense projects, rather than your style, or because your style's always improving, you're always learning.
You're always going to be investigating where that goes.
Because where I am now designing stuff, I wasn't this time last year, completely shifted in that 1 year, which...
I totally agree with that.
People just need to remember that they do continue to grow even past university.
They can't be perfect right away.
No,
it's part of the process. I mean, is there a lot of pressure on young people these days? I mean, there's pressure on me, but...
Definitely. Because we graduated this year and the pressure just piled up on us all. I've been speaking to so many people from my course, and they've all had their troubles just finding a job, or just in general just coping with added living costs without having the education system there to back you up. So I think maybe more conversations about mental health, especially in the creative system.
I agree with that. System. I think there's, especially, well, I might be generalising here and I might be completely wrong, but my impression is that Britain is quite bad for that. In that we don't really talk about mistakes or failure. In America, it's worshipped and celebrated. If you fail at something, everyone's like, you go for it. Good on you. I promised myself I wouldn't do any of my stupid impressions. But so mental health is a really good topic to move on to, actually. I've been talking a little bit through these episodes about what I've been through recently. And I'm not going to go there too much because it's a completely new territory for me to talk about. I haven't been doing very well. I've not been coping. Lots of personal stuff, lots of kind of professional stuff. Sometimes things happen in life and you just have to try and battle through it. I'm okay now. I'm in a good place now because I just want to reassure you because you both looked hugely concerned there. I'm very happy. Do not worry. And the podcast for Creative Boom is one of the things that I said I would do this year because I've always wanted to do it, but I just didn't have the time and probably didn't have the courage.
Yeah.
So I felt some of that pressure, and that was really odd for me because when I was young, when I left university, in 2000, please don't tell me you weren't born before then. When were you born?
1998.
1998.
98. Oh my God. 98. What was I doing in 98? I had a shaved head.
Really?
Doc Martens and dreadlocks and
amazing
flowery dresses.
Amazing.
I don't know if it was amazing.
Just picture it.
Drawing loads of, you're encouraging me now, drawing lots of my favourite bands in Tipex on my Doc Martens. That's what we did in those days. Back then, it would have been obviously Nirvana, obviously. And I had bells on my laces. So when I walked around, I'd just sound like Santa Claus. And Affleck's Palace was still here. And that used to be my kind of playground. And I used to love going in there.
Yeah.
Loved it. And they still do the posters in there and the badges and the little pin badges that you could sew into your jeans when you wanted to be really cool. Get an apple, I'll sew that in. Now I'm being ironic. But yeah, going back to mental health. This is the thing, you're encouraging me. I got on tangents.
That was my fault.
But I came out of university and I was quite cocky and confident, and I just sort of had this whole attitude, just going to go for it, do it, fine. What I never thought would happen, and actually it's a cliche, is as you get older, you become more frightened and you start to, it's not in everybody's case, but it is quite a common thing. You become more afraid and you get a bit bogged down by the responsibilities of life and mortgages and all that kind of stuff. You've got all this to come. It'll be fine. You'll be fine. Gosh, this is supposed to be a reassuring. But and so I really got the fear. And so I couldn't do this podcast and I couldn't start anything new. And I was like, what am I afraid of? Yeah. So I've come out the other side. I'm in a much better place. And I've said, do you know what? Screw it. People are right. Yeah. When you get to 40, you just stop caring. But then you two don't seem like you care about what anybody thinks. So I'm like, where have I been going wrong these last 10 years? I
just feel like it's just a switch of, there's so much out there now to do with the mental health and your wellness and your well-being. It's just like, I tend to not care about what other people think of me. I used to all the time. Yeah. Like, that was the main thing. Was like, well, what if I do this because someone else thinks this? And like, oh no, I've done something wrong. But that isn't the case at all. Like, I've just learnt that no one probably cares what you do, so you just live your life separately. And it's just, again, social media, going back to it, can have a really bad effect on how you think and how you act. But you just got to remember to be yourself and go with that, as not compare yourself to other people.
Embrace who you are. And you're wonderful, you both are. And so am I. I'm amazing. Yeah. But it's true, isn't it? You have to, jokes aside, you do have to embrace who you are, and that takes a lot of confidence, doesn't it? And it takes a lot of courage to just really fully embrace who you are. I mean, what you've just said there has taken me 40 odd years to learn, and you know it deep down in your heart. You're like, I need to get a grip.
Because I think if you're stuck somewhere, the only person that's going to be able to create change is yourself. And
definitely.
God, wise. Truth, as they say. Hashtag truth.
Hashtag truth. Yeah, and realising that is the first step forward.
Absolutely. So what else do you do, Jay, to keep yourself, in check and keep yourself happy?
I talk to my mates quite often, as much as I can, because... I'm
going to get tearful. This is just lovely.
Because there's like, now I'm by myself, it's like, there's this easier chance to feel isolated.
Yeah.
So talking to your friends, going out whenever you can, just chilling and just talking about whatever, doing podcasts, like this.
That's lovely.
It's amazing. It does so much for your mental health.
Yeah, definitely. Because I went through a stage through probably middle of college, so I was about 16, 17, where my mental health just went down, plummeted. And that was only because I wasn't happy around the environment I was in. We had loads of time off through college, so I was very like Jay has just said, isolated, time to myself. And then came to university and I was like, oh no, am I going to feel like this again? Because obviously we have loads of time off in summer.
Yeah.
But because of the people I met and because of how the course was and how open we could be and how ourselves we could be, my mental health went up, and it was just so much. I was so much happier in myself and like meeting new people and just different environments. So sometimes it is about the environment you're in. You maybe not around best people for you, and you just have to take a step back and think: is that why I'm feeling the way I am? Are the people surrounding me the best people for me or not?
It's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to surround yourself. What do they say? Surround yourself with radiators who bring you warmth rather than drainers.
Yes.
Who support you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to carry on going through that your whole life, actually. You'll come across people who initially might seem, like a radiator, and then you realise after a while that actually they're probably, yeah, sorry about that. If you're listening, we're not friends anymore. No, I'm joking.
No.
But it's true. You kind of do think that if you surround yourself with all this good stuff and you make sure that you're constantly, looking out for each other, because you always worry, don't you? You don't want to be a drainer.
Yeah.
So you don't want to. Do you ever feel like you can't talk to your mates because you don't want to be like, this negative thing that's just bringing up all their problems? Or do you have such a great relationship with your friends?
It's more about knowing that if they're your true friends, if they're there for you, they're going to accept if you're having a bad day, if you're having negative vibes.
Yeah. Negative vibes.
I say that with
doing the peace sign. Inverted.
Yeah, it's just about having the right people around you, and if they accept that you're having a bad day, and if you have people around you that don't accept that, then they're not the people that should be in your life.
That's a lovely bit of wisdom. It's
Definitely.
true, isn't it? You really do find, and this is what they say, when you're going through a hard time, that's when you find out who your friends are.
Definitely. Definitely.
Oh, that's great. So what's happening in Manchester next for you guys? Are you going to carry on, apart from like taking over the world and going and leaving us? How dare you leave us and go to America? I'm going to miss you. I'm not going to see you at any of these events. And you're going up to Glasgow to do talks. I think that's going to be the start of something more.
Hopefully.
I think you're going to be on the touring network, and I'm going to see you in a couple of years' time. I'm going to be like, whoa, I really need to do more talks.
I think for the next couple of months, I'm just going to be about Manchester, just doing what I usually do. Keep doing Fuse. So, I post every day on Fuse.
You do?
Every weekday. And I just want to keep that going as much as I can. And just keep going, really. That's it.
It's a shame, isn't it, that we have to kind of like, highlight these things.
Yeah.
To me, it's just, I was talking to Jane Boyer earlier, and I was saying to her, I forget sometimes that I'm a woman. And, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because like, you'll be reminded of it.
Yeah.
Because of some kind of negative thing in society or whatever. I'll be like, oh, for God's sake, can't I just be Katie, who's creative? Why does my gender have to come into it,
We realised this actually early on in our careers, because we did a project about women in design in second year, and it was my first collaboration with yours. And it was a zine called 70, because we realised that in the creative system, education system, there's 60% females to 40% males. But then in senior positions in the industry itself, it's about 70% males, 30% females. Like, where did they all go? And we realised that super early on. I think that's helped us in terms of our creative personality and who we've become today. Yeah,
because you learn them things that maybe you're not taught in university, because you're taught about the software you need to use or whatever, so you're not really taught about these issues. But from that project, they've actually decided to do more projects based on actual like lifestyle things and different
Like social change.
change and stuff like that. So
you've changed the curriculum.
I wouldn't say change.
I wouldn't say
You have had an impact.
It had an impact.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
So do you think, I think of everything that you've achieved so far, and you are young. And obviously, I could be mistaken as your little buddy because I don't look a day over 25. Oh God, did I just say that? Well, I probably in my own little head, when I see you both at the events around here, I probably think, they probably think I'm really young and cool and hip and oh God.
I do.
Oh God.
Fist bump.
Jay. That was really funny actually because I was talking to you about you and that moment that beautiful moment we shared at Design Manchester. I was just sat down ready to watch Paula's shirt and Jay and all of his friends walked past and he just saw me and he went, oh, and put out his fist and I went, I thought, yeah, I'm not old and past it yet. It's totally fine. But I'd sat in my little seat and thought, oh, that's so lovely. And I had that moment, like you were saying before with Fuse, you help people. It's really nice. It's nice to have an excuse to, go out and talk to people.
That was just natural though. It felt natural.
It felt very natural.
It did.
I felt like, it was the start of something beautiful, a beautiful friendship. So I've kind of been freelancing for myself. I actually grew an agency for a while and then my husband and I found that it just wasn't for us for various reasons and now we're back to sort of a small consultancy, just the two of us. Yeah. Very boring, very long story, but I've been sort of working for myself for the last, when did I go freelance? 27 years old I was. So that was 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
No, it was 2007. What am I talking about? So what happened back then is I did really well. I left. I was working for a PR agency, still really good friends with quite a few people who worked there and got a lot of kind of experience and grounding there and it was good. And I went freelance because I didn't like being told what to do.
Right, yeah.
I was a bit of a rebel. And I've been working for myself ever since. But a couple of years into it, the global recession happened.
Right.
Yeah.
And I lost all of my clients all overnight, apart from one. Yeah, so I thought, oh man, what am I going to do? And I actually went to
crazy.
I went for a job interview and it was a good job. It involved a bit of a drive, a bit of a commute.
Yeah.
And I did it. I went there. I spent one day there and the next day they were planning to go to London from somewhere in Staffordshire.
Yeah.
And I had to be down there at like 5 a.m. so that we could drive to London to go to this meeting. And it was one of two that they had to do that week that I had to go and do. So I was really annoyed because I like my bed. And I got home that night from the first day and I went to Tom, I just can't. I cannot work for someone else.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate somebody dictating my hours and telling me that I've got to go to London in a car and get up at 5 a.m. or whatever. And I had to, because in those days I didn't have, I would say in those days, we all had mobile phones then. I just don't think I had his mobile number. It's like I think I'm in my 60s or something. And I didn't have his number. I couldn't ring him and it was too late and it was too early. And Tom said, you're just going to have to drive down there. So I drove down to this place in Staffordshire at this agency. And the guy was waiting there and I don't think even the sun had come up. It was freezing cold winter morning. And I said, about London. I'm not going to come. And he went, okay, fair enough. And he got back in the car. He said, I've got to go anyway. I've got to go to this meeting. But thanks for letting us know. And I said, don't worry about paying me. And then I got in my car and drove back. And that was when I kind of started coming up with the idea for Creative Boom.
Yeah.
And I thought, right, I want to help others because Twitter is really struggling.
Yeah.
Loads of people on there. Very different time. We're talking, 10, 11 years ago. Anyway, I'm coming to the very a long-winded way of asking the question without having anything to compare it to, because you weren't, gosh, how old were you in 2007? Not very old at all. But it was bad. It was really tough. Yeah. And last year, because of things that were going on politically, it started to feel like it again. But you haven't really experienced that, have you? Do you feel like the economy and everything that's happening at the moment is quite positive and there's lots of opportunity?
Well, not really. in a way, because coming out of graduating and then looking for jobs, like we were told we weren't told there was going to be like loads of jobs there. Because obviously we know everything's going on, but there was just nothing around at all to look at, to apply for. And so it was really hard in that sense, coming out straight away and thinking, oh no, what am I going to do?
Is that why you went freelance?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I had a couple of internships at a couple of places because that was the best bet for me at the minute. Like, I wanted to keep obviously in the industry and
good
keep
work experience as well.
Yeah, definitely a good experience to put on my CV and all that. But then I was like, I love it. I love different places, and that's kind of like, oh, I want to go to different places. I don't want to sit down and settle down in one place. I want to be able to go work for like 3-4 weeks at one place and then maybe do my own thing, or work in Manchester or go to another place. Like, I want to be able to meet new people and meet like a diverse team and like just interact with other people on a daily basis rather than being bogged down in the same place. That's why I decided freelancing is for me. And like, it's
a combination.
Yeah. It's hard like thinking about where's the money coming from and stuff like that. But
hell yeah.
But if I just keep on going and keep getting the jobs and keep making connections, and it's just slowly getting there and slowly
you're doing
building
everything
myself up.
right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're getting out there and networking, and you're very, very likeable, sometimes when she isn't being annoying. Only joking. But yeah, where's this come from? Because what did your mum and dad do for a living?
So my dad has just changed his job, but he was a match analyst for Wigan Warriors.
Oh, right.
So rugby teams and like stuff like that.
Quite
but
sporty.
Now, yes, but now he's moved into a lecturer position in a university.
Yeah.
Well, it's a technical demonstrator technically, but he still teaches in the university, doing sports psychology and stuff like that. And my mum, again, works in a nursery school, so she's teaching like small kids and stuff like that. So they always had like the set jobs. So like when I went to them, I was like, I want to do design, I want to do this, blah blah blah, and it was like, yeah, cool, because you've always supported me whatever I want to do.
Sounds like they went for jobs that they really wanted to enjoy.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And that's been something they've been
definitely
given you.
Like, so they've always supported me from day one. And then when I left university, they was like, oh, what do you want to do then? Where's your life going? And I was like, oh, I don't know, I'm just going to look for jobs, blah blah blah. And then I was like, no, I want to go freelance. And I was like, so I told them, and they was like, cool, let's do it, let's go for
that's
it.
Brilliant.
And so they've always supported me, which I'm like so grateful for, because they could have been like, no, you need to get a job, you need the money, blah blah blah. But they've not. No, they've always supported me, which has been really nice.
I think your parents are quite a lot younger than mine. sorry, mum and dad. But only in terms of they came from a different generation where you did just get a secure job. And so when I sort of said I was going freelancing, I think they were obviously massively proud and supportive, but petrified for me because they're like, what? You've not got a job?
Yeah.
You've not got secure income, but and I was at the time 27 and quite feisty still, and I was like, yeah, it'll be all right. What's the worst that can happen? Be okay. Why wouldn't anybody want to hire me? Little hair toss there. So was that the same for you? What was your upbringing like? What were your mum and dad up to?
I'm British Asian, so I come from Bengali. I think that's my ethnic group, so I'm Bengali. Both my parents have been really supportive, but my mum has been like 100% supportive, but my dad really doesn't understand what I do still.
Right.
Because there's this thing with Asian parents, and this they don't feel like arts and media is a job, it's like a suitable job.
Right.
In terms of like bringing in the money, like you say. So my dad, at first, he was like, what the hell are you doing?
What are you doing with your life, son?
But he's fine with it now. He's a freelance chef, so he's he goes every other month he goes to different places and he just cooks.
That's good. That sounds like a really interesting job. Really, whereabouts does he go?
Anywhere in Oldham that takes him, really.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So he doesn't go all over the world?
No, not that big.
Link in the description to Jay's dad's website.
And my mum was a social care worker,
right?
But she's not working right now. But yeah,
this is where you get your very caring nature from.
I think so, maybe. Yeah.
Want to help other people.
Yeah, she used to work with kids quite a lot as well.
So you've both got mums who work with children.
Yeah.
My mum works with children.
Oh,
Well, she did. Sorry, she's retired now,
Yeah.
but she's fantastic. I think that's probably something we all share, isn't it? In terms of, you care about giving back, because you
Definitely.
do give back as well. You're not involved with Fuse, but you have got involved in lots of kind of good causes, haven't you,
definitely.
locally?
Yeah, definitely. Well, one thing I've just taken on like recently is the part of the 1 million mentors with Salford University.
Yeah.
So I'm mentoring a current third year student
That's
at
brilliant.
Salford Uni, just a little bit of help every month, like an hour or two, just anything that she's got to ask me. And then I encourage her to go to events. I'm like, go to these events, go to these. So it's really nice to see. Like recently I saw her posting stuff on her Instagram and engaging more, and I'm like, I gave her that information. I'm like, I feel like a proud parent, but
I feel like you've been mother duckling
Yes.
and seeing them sort of fly.
Yes.
It's really nice.
It is.
And I didn't realise that the university did that course, because
Yeah.
having a mentor is we can all do with a mentor,
Yeah,
couldn't we?
yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
to just give us that little bit of encouragement.
Yeah.
Often it just takes one little thing. I mean, I have this lovely friend, he's a bit younger than me, and he was working in Crewe, but living in Manchester. And his lovely girlfriend, she was working in Manchester, but he had to get the train from Manchester to Crewe every day. He's a talented guy, he's a software developer. And all I said when we were having a pint one Sunday, why don't you just get a job in Manchester?
Yeah.
There's loads of jobs. They'd bite your arm off. They
Yeah.
need software developers up here, and there's no one. Why don't you just get a job in Manchester? You'd have an easy commute. Life would be easier. Next time I saw him, he was like, yeah, I've got a job in Manchester. And I wanted to thank you for encouraging me to do that. He doesn't actually talk like that. He's a very
So
smart
cool.
guy. And I was like, yeah, but you could have done that. But it's weird, isn't it? I was talking to Jane about this, Jane Boyer. And I was saying it's so weird when it comes to our own stuff.
Yeah.
We're not very good at telling ourselves.
Yeah.
We're great at helping other people.
Yeah.
We're great at designing other people's brands.
Yeah.
But when it comes to our own stuff, we kind of go, but I don't know.
It's just the fact of seeing someone else doing something. Like, you don't really see yourself progressing as much like every day, but like when you see someone else and
I
when
don't know.
you've given
Speak
them
for yourself. I can now play Somewhere Over the Rainbow on my new piano. No, I agree. I agree. It is.
Love the
But like,
piano.
this is the thing, isn't it? I mean, we do progress every day, and every year I do this thing where I like look back and I go, okay, what were the good things?
Yeah.
And it's all too easy to focus on where you went wrong, the mistakes you make. Those awful moments where you kind of relive them and
Yeah.
your face flushes and
Yeah.
you're staring at the ceiling going, God, why am I such a failure? Why can't I be more like my mum? And then you'll just, but I don't tend to have those moments anymore, which is great, because now
Yeah.
I look back and I go, hang on, where did I go right? What
Yeah.
were the great things that happened this
Yeah,
year?
yeah,
yeah.
And I now keep the emails people send me, and I
Yeah.
print them out and I stick them on the wall, because
Yeah.
it's good
That's
to
a good
remind
idea.
yourself
Yeah,
of
yeah,
these
it's a
things,
nice
isn't
reminder.
it? Do you
Yeah.
do that every year? Do you find that you get to the end of the year and you think, right, what did I do right? What can I do better next year?
Yeah,
I mean, I suppose
definitely.
we all do that, don't we?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, sort of,
It's just
naturally.
nice to look back at your year, like you said, and just reflect and think where I was at the start of the year compared to where I
Yeah.
am now. And it's just weird how in the moment you don't see the little things you're doing, but at the end you're like, oh, that was a really good year. But it's really nice to reflect. I really enjoy reflecting on my past year, especially.
I think it's important, definitely.
Yeah, because you need to know where you're going, don't you?
I mean, at the start of 2019, I didn't have anything. I didn't have any experience. I didn't have Fuse.
Yeah.
And then by the end of 2019, I've been at Design Manchester, did Fuse, got an award. It's just happened over the time, even though I didn't realise it.
You won an award. What was that for?
Yeah. So Salford, in general, they host a awards night
Great.
for the arts and media block, and I won the art and design award for Fuse.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So my tutor, Danny, love Danny, he nominated me, and so did Dylan, who's a pal, on the course as well. Yeah.
Fantastic. That's great.
Yeah.
So now you've got all these things you've achieved. You've got 2020 shining brightly ahead of you. It must feel like, you're on top of the world.
It doesn't at the minute, but I hope that sticks. Like,
I mean, you're going to be in America. I mean, close to top of the world.
Great things are going to happen in America.
That's going to be amazing.
America, prepare yourself. Yaz is coming.
yes, it's on it. I know
She's
it.
coming. She's coming.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah. Well, it's been so lovely talking to you both.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you
you
for having
too.
us.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
I think we can expect some amazing things from you both. I know you've achieved so much already and already overtaken everyone else in terms of,
I hope so.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been lovely chatting to you and I wish you all the best.
Thank
You
you.
too. Thank you.
too. Thank you. Bye.
You've been listening to the Creative Boom podcast with me, your host, Katie Cowan. If you'd like to find out more or subscribe and leave us a review, you can do so by visiting creativeboom.com/podcast. You can also follow us on Twitter @CreativeBoom or on Instagram @CreativeBoomMag. Until next time.